Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be covering the False Prosperity mod. Some of you may have seen this mod in the past and they have had some significant updates. It is a little bit behind the current Warno updates, but you can always revert it to an older version and check it out for yourself. But today I'm going to be showing off the British. So this is set in the future setting around, I believe, 2050 or 2045. So right off the bat, I have to show this off. VTOL aircraft here looks absolutely incredible. So of course, here's the famous Apache, an American unit, but it is being used by the British Mk1 version. Seems like it's been modernized, still being used way in the future conflicts, which is very impressive. You guys see some of the weapons that are actually on it. Lots of ATGMs as well as some air-to-air missiles, which makes this a very versatile and useful helicopter. So here we're actually sneaking a Recon helicopter over here. We're going to drop off a unit and allow them to just watch the enemy come through this main road right here. And we're going to make it so that the unit only returns fire, so that they're less likely to get spotted. Horrible flight mechanics. But you guys see some of the infantry here. The British infantry. It's a recon unit. Do love the camo. Looks pretty cool. The unit movement speed is actually surprisingly fast. We have the Apache got the top attack with the missiles. So you got artillery coming in there, and that top attack from the Apache doing devastating work. Spot on there. So this is the Tempest V1, one of the British seed planes. Very, very impressive looking. Looks super slick, almost like a futuristic type of fighter jet. So we can look at some of the capabilities that it has. Is 275 points, so it's not cheap. But it's got some pretty far range, 10K, so 10 kilometers for the anti-radiation missile, which is great. And here you guys are seeing some artillery. So the armored vehicles are much more punishing to the infantry. So this is the ZDZ from the Chinese. They also have an anti-tank unit here. Looks very fancy. Quite advanced. But the ZDZ is getting hit by our infantry as well. They have this AT gun, but as you guys see, they just erased my units quite quickly. Also, artillery does have a lot more effect on units as well. You see the blast radius from the artillery. And there you have it. F-45C here from our American compadres. Firing flares. You guys see another one there in the distance. Very cool. Tempest 1. Doing some gun runs. And there you see the AA from the enemy. Close shot from, I think, infantry AA. But you do see the cool flares. Nope. So this is actually... So here you have the Chinese HQ-35B. Has swarm missiles, about 96 of them. 82 millimeter. You can see the range and accuracy is actually quite high. So they do have really cool abilities on all their units. So here you have the Chinese scouts. You guys can see all the weapons they have. The infantry AT missiles have 26 penetration, 2100 meters on the range, which is very, very impressive. Some really cool rail SR sniper rifles, as well as ETC AR rifle. I'll give you a nice little description of what it does. So there you guys see our artillery trying to take out that AA. So let's take a quick tactical overview. J-20 just got shot down there on the right-hand side. So the enemy is pushed into Zulu. We control Lena, and our allies control Oscar. So that's a plus for us. We're trying to get some stability here. And of course, we have to show this off. This thing is incredible. You guys just see this thing is armed to the teeth. Looks very, very menacing. Really cool looking aircraft. Massive airstrike from the enemy. Messed us up pretty good. Look at those missiles coming out though. Nice hit there. M5A3 from the Americans, futuristic looking type of tank. And here we are pushing our own Cavaliers tank. It's quite capable. It's got 24 front armor, only 17 penetration, so not the best. But it has 3,000 meter range, which is pretty decent for a tank. J-20W trying to take out our helicopter, which it doesn't. We actually did the land command and we actually shot down the J-20. We're able to land the helicopter quickly and then pick up where we left off. This is the Mowhawk AH-MK5. And of course we have more Apaches coming in. Love seeing these work. I will say this mod really makes the missiles that are fired really cool. The little, how they fly up and do the top attack on vehicles. And it's quite quick too. When you see that top attack, pretty devastating to tanks, even in the future. So let's see here. Gonna have a tank battle. Chinese tank getting hit by the Abrams. Although the Abrams is not very accurate. Could get picked off though. ZBD getting hit hard. Infantry fighting vehicle here. Infantry taking care of business. So we have a rifles unit here with a really strong anti-tank. So this tank is getting hit from all sides. Looks like he can't figure out who to shoot, which is good for us, but that railgun, very powerful, as you guys can see there. And then we're seeing a Chinese helicopter here. Looks very cool, like a Apache variant there. We did take out that tank, and you'll see the artillery coming in too. Direct hits. Very intense in this town here. Coming super contested. Helicopters and vehicles, again, are very punishing. Like, look how much damage they're doing to my poor infantry. My command unit here is going to get taken out. We're trying to counter with our own tanks, and here we have the M10A1, which looks like the futuristic M10 Booker, a smaller variant for the tank, more mobile. There you go, ARTY takes it out. Our ally tried to shoot down the WZ-10 and got shut down by anti-air. But you guys see our little recon here. It's kind of funny how they can't see us. We can't see them, but we can see this main road here. We see our artillery being active already. Almost took out our Apache. The Apache doing top attack actually stunned the tank but didn't kill it. And we have another Apache over here, and we just took out the tank. Very well done. That's how you properly cook a Chinese tank. Here you go. We have the Eastern Devine sword unit. Chinese unit. Very, very capable. Very, very strong. Recon. Yeah, the movement speed of the infantry is very, very fast. I wouldn't say it's the normal speed. But if you take a look at these units, this is what I'm talking about, some of the cool new things they've added. You have the IMF missiles and IMF mortar, which can be against regular infantry units. You're seeing it right there. And just look at the damage that it's doing to my infantry. So I'm pushing up some infantry rifles, and watch these Eastern Devine sword special forces units just shred my units. You guys see the damage there. So they got the mortars, they have anti-tank, and they have pretty strong rifles. And just watch how they eat my units alive. Very bad for me right now. And my units already got routed. So that's one thing I was learning about when I was playing this. You got to be really careful when you push your infantry, because they can get killed very easy. But look at the health bar of that special forces unit. Pretty tough. I mean, they can even... There you go. See, they're attacking my tank too. And they're about to take it out. There you go. There goes our tank. Look at these missiles. And they can attack inside structures too. I mean, just very powerful unit. And we got some counter battery going on us right now. Counter battery from the enemy. Luckily, we're moving these things. These were actually really great too. AS-130. This is the British artillery here. Got some really cool capabilities as well. You guys seeing the British artillery here. Looks pretty cool. Decently mobile. So here we're setting up some nice artillery operations. We're trying to push some more recon, but not sure if they're going to make it. Already getting shot at. Try to change altitude, but that's actually came from this infantry unit. I didn't know this, but that rail sniper rifle can actually take out a helicopter, which is very impressive. Looks like we destroyed the enemy AA, but they have another really lethal recon unit. And just look how fast they cleaned up our infantry. But there you go. We're fighting back with our Apache and its famous cannon. Look at the shells coming out too. Like, that's so cool. Hear that little ding sound? I think that's from that sniper rifle that they got. We got a really close battle here between us and spinning out of control, but we got another Apache coming in there. Gonna get it out of there. Almost destroyed that mech armored scout unit. Pushing up our own little anti-tank FV-438. It's got 23 pin, 2,600 meters. Very useful. if used properly. So there you go, guys. We're getting closer to getting Zulu here. And as you guys can see, our artillery operation against the Chinese is going quite well. We have good counter battery operation going here. So as soon as they fire, as soon as the Chinese fire, they should get counter battery. And there you guys see the counter battery. Not long after they fired too, hitting other artillery as well. Getting caught in the crossfire, well, that's amazing. They were just unlucky. They were going on the road there. That's awesome though. That's how you do counter battery. And there you go, guys. Pushing into Zulu with our AJAX. The AJAX is actually really cool as well. I mean, check this. Check the AJAX out. Looks pretty damn cool. I guess this is where you could say the British are coming. Because they are. Looks pretty lethal. So we got the FA-34F with rail AT capabilities. Gonna see that in action. Wow. We actually came in with 2 there. And one of ours got shot down by the Chinese anti-air. So this is the HQ-30K. Surface-to-air missile. It has 12. 85% accuracy, so pretty good. And 5,400 meters for the range. So you got to take these things out. H-2BA dropping unguided bombs, about 2,000 kilograms. Wow, look how high up that thing just went. That's crazy. And you guys see we're still having good counter battery operations going here. And here you go. See that long range artillery. Almost looks like a HIMAR there. PHL 30A. Got these long range rockets. Cluster rockets. 32 kilometers range. Looks pretty cool. Let's see where it's going. Actually, I remember this. They were trying to... I smoked this area. And you guys see the cluster rounds going in right into the smoke. Pretty close to my infantry. I mean, that would be terrifying. Can you imagine? So my infantry is just out of range from that cluster. But guess what? Guess what? That unit's gone. Oh man, this is so satisfying. Look at that. In this match, I was on point with my counter battery. I don't know what that helicopter's doing. Taking out tanks. This is an 850 point unit. Look how amazing that looks. Looks like freaking Starscream from Transformers. There you go. Look at it being lethal. Firing at ground targets there. Oh, firing off there. Hitting anti-air. Let's take a look at the Red Hawk's capabilities here. You guys can see all the different missiles it has. All direction multi-purpose missiles. Anti-radiation. And they have air-to-air missiles. So it's a very lethal aircraft. You guys see our nice little operation here with this massive resupply. This resupply actually comes with this HC-9 Vanguard resupply comes with 4,500 supply, which is really nice. So we got a really nice counter battery operation going here. So whenever the enemy fires at us, We fire right back. We pushed infantry here in the forest to push out the mechanized armed scouts from the Chinese. We fully control the town, pushing in more infantry. Here in the middle, we got some AA and a lot of Recon, some Apaches, of course. And our ally is controlling X-ray very well as well. So right now we have a +6. We only have a few seconds left. You're seeing the red-tailed hawk still being effective. Hitting different things. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that match. I think this mod is really fun. I would check it out. You do have to revert the game to previous versions because they haven't updated just yet. A lot of modders are actually having a hard time updating. There's very few modders that are extremely committed, like Bio, who update constantly. But it's pretty hard to keep up with Warno's updates. Hopefully they can make that more friendly towards modders so they can update quickly so people can still play Warno and play their favorite mods. All right, so I think our hero is this Apache AHMK1E. You guys see just how many tanks he took out. It's pretty awesome. So the Apaches, I think, were just really awesome and taking stuff out. Here's this one artillery unit. Took out an insane amount of enemy artillery, of 5 right there, and including a tank. So we did really well. I think all in all, we took out like 12 or 13 of the enemy's artillery. So they were trying to counter us or use artillery on us, and we countered that with just counter battery. And we also did use our own artillery to clear up some infantry as well. AJAX taking out 2 WZ-10s. That's pretty cool. And you also see the FA-34F also being very effective here. So the Mowhawk here got a couple of units. Surprised actually that they didn't get more. It's one thing that I really love about Warno that Broken Arrow doesn't do, is it gives you this incredible chronology of who killed who when. But yeah, look at these Eastern Devine Sword infantry here. Took out all 3 of my rifles at one point and a resplay. That's very impressive. They got a WZ-10 there doing some good work. But yeah, if you check out the British side of things, they have a lot of cool things. They do also have this sort of like X2 type technology, helicopters, as well as things that look like they're straight from Avatar. And they're also adding some really cool looking models for their fighter jets as well, which is pretty awesome. You got these M10s right here. And of course the infantry looks pretty badass as well. See the camo there? Looks pretty awesome. So they are adding some really cool things in this mod. Slowly and surely. Right now I would say that the Americans, the Chinese, and British are the most complete. They still have to work on a lot of Red 4 forces, but they're slowly adding more and more in each update. And I think probably the coolest thing that you're seeing in this mod is just some of the cool capabilities that they add to their infantry and vehicles. Is very unique. I mean, look at this exoskeleton suit infantry unit here. Comes with a minigun. The fact that they can hold a minigun is very impressive, and you definitely would need a exoskeleton to do that. But here you go. This is the menacing unit we saw. Look at it, how cool these helmets look right here. Looks very futuristic, something you'd see in probably anime or something like that. All right, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you guys want to see any other mods, do let me know. As always, you can join my Discord, and you can link up with other people, play games, or hop onto other Discord channels that have a huge community where we play mods. And there's some competitions you can join if you like being competitive. Without further ado, y'all take care.